Alright, I'm here with a new pickup video. Gonna highlight the stuff I have grabbed lately. Once again, not too much, but still some neat stuff, I guess, some cool stories, so I'll go right into it. With this stuff, I guess I'll start out. I don't even remember, this was forever ago I bought these. I don't even remember where I got these, but I remember that they were both of these, I think, for $10 for the pair. Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection and Star Fox Command. I had neither of these. I'd been wanting to get Ultimate Genesis Collection for a while now, because it's a pretty good set of Genesis games. It's on the PS3 and 360, but 360's D-pad is garbage, so it's basically the only decent way to play it. But it has a lot of good classic Genesis games on it, and it's a real nice pack. I don't actually usually find this very often, and anytime I find it, people want a little bit too much for it, I guess. And Star Fox Command isn't supposed to be great, but I didn't have it, so and that's that really for outside pickups. Other than that, I picked up a Nintendo Switch. I could have started with that, I suppose. I usually start with newer releases anyway, so I picked up a Switch, and I don't know what I'm doing here. Why do I make these videos? Yeah, I picked up a Switch here. Now I'm knocking my camera all around. Who knows? This is a disaster. Picked up a Switch. I like the box. The box is nice. It's small. I'll get to how small it is in a second. But yeah, I've been really liking the Switch so far. I've been, only playing Zelda really on it, which I got that big... What do they call it? There was like a Master Edition that came with a sword statue. I didn't buy that special edition, which I can't even get all on screen here. Here it is, I guess. But yeah, it is pretty cool. I've been enjoying Zelda a lot. I'll probably make another what I've been playing video and talk about that, as well as some other stuff I've been playing. But yeah, I think the Switch feels really nice as a handheld, and I've been playing Zelda exclusively on the TV, because that's just the kind of game I'd want to play on the TV with a Pro Controller. And the Pro Controller here, you got to pretty much just take out like a mortgage to buy one. It's a bit expensive, but it's probably one of my favorite controllers. It's definitely up there with GameCube. I think I like my favorite controllers would be like GameCube and then Xbox One, which is weird because I like the Xbox One, but I'm not a big fan. I don't play it very much. That's my collection right there. I don't have much, but. This controller I think I like better than the Xbox One, because the Xbox One controller is a little bit narrow. But yeah, I really like this controller. And at first, when I first saw it, whenever they first announced the Switch and they showed this controller, I was like, that looks kind of, whatever. It looks like like the broke stepbrother of the Xbox One controller. But no, now that I'm using it and stuff, it's really great. And I really like how huge the buttons are. The buttons are huge and it feels great. So yeah, if you want a good experience, I hated the Joy-Con grip. I tried the Joy-Con grip for like 1 second, and I'm like, there's no way I'm using this, and I will never use this again. So I just put it back in the box. I'm like, I'm not using this. But yeah, pretty cool. Really enjoying the Switch so far. It plays real well as a console. Plays real well. I really like it as a handheld, and I'm so excited to see what games lie ahead for it. It's going to be really exciting. This is the game that came, the Breath of the Wild that came with the special edition. What's notable is it doesn't have the ESRB rating on it, or any of that info on the back. It's just all artwork there, which I thought was cool. And then here's the artwork inside. I don't think anyone cares. People probably bought this. Yeah. So yeah, Zelda's been great. If you don't have a Switch, I would definitely recommend, and if you don't plan on buying one soon, I would definitely recommend picking up on Wii U, because what I've heard, I have not played the Wii U version, but what I've heard is that it's pretty decent. It has some issues, but the Switch version has some issues as well. I've had some frame dropping, mostly in like areas where it's really grassy. That's when I've had the worst frame dropping, but other than that, I haven't had really any problems with it. I've been really enjoying my time with it. It's pretty great. Also with the Switch, I picked up Super Bomberman R, which I really like this box art. They ruined it with the Bomberman 33rd anniversary, which, I mean, who celebrates a 33rd anniversary? Weird. But I know those box art's really cool. I really like stylish. The game so far, it's pretty good. I don't have a problem with it. I've played it, not as much as Zelda, obviously, but I've played this. I played it some, and it is pretty fun. It's a Bomberman game, so I mean, there's a million of them. So I mean, you played one Bomberman game, you played them all. I mean, it's just like any other one. But it's cool to see Bomberman back. I mean, there has not been Bomberman's a classic series, dates back forever, but there's not really been a Bomberman game since probably 360 Wii. I don't know how those came out, but I mean, it's been a while. But other than that, with new releases, the Switch Zelda Special Edition came with this carrying case, which I'll be using to store my Switch in when I'm using it as a handheld. That's also a glasses cleaning cloth in there. I hate when crap gets on the screen, but there was a problem with the Switch that people were saying it was scratching the screen, putting it in the dock. So I actually bought adhesive felt and then stuck it into the dock. So I mean, there's a good fix there. If you don't want your screen scratched, just buy. It's really cheap. It's $1 something, at a craft store or something. Just stick it, cut some little things and stick it in there. It made it a little tight to get it in there, but it's not gonna get scratched. So there's a fun tip. But other than that, for newer releases, Best Buy in January had a thing with their with Visa checkout. If you used Visa checkout, you got $25 off $100. So I bought these two games, and I bought something else. I don't even remember what I bought, but it wasn't pickup video related. So these two games here with I have the Best Buy Gamers Club, so with that it came down even cheaper, but it was $38 something after tax, so $36 for each of these games. For after tax and the after the Best Buy Gamers Club discount and the Visa checkout discount, and these were games I pre-ordered and they came in, so I got this Wii U Zelda. I'm gonna keep it sealed just because I have a pretty full Wii U collection, and might as well just finish it off with the last important game coming to it, as well as I have every other Zelda game basically. There's a couple I'm missing, but I mean, I have Twilight Princess on the GameCube and the Wii, and the Wii U, I guess. So might as well have Zelda on the Wii U and Switch, even on I gotta play that version. Maybe it's because I actively dislike having money. I don't know. I also picked up a copy of Nier Automata. This is the artwork, the inverse artwork, the reversible artwork, I should say. I don't want to. That's the actual artwork. I like the reversal artwork's better. Got to cover up my code over here. I don't want you guys to take my skins and whatever that I'm probably not going to use. But yeah, this artwork's pretty cool though. There's the front, and then here's the back here. But I have not played as much as this as I have of Zelda. I probably played 3 hours of this, but it seemed pretty cool so far. I never played the first Nier game. People are gonna get mad at me for that probably. What I've seen of the first Nier game is it kind of looks not fun. It does not look so great to play. But I'm a big Platinum Games fan, and they developed this one, so I'm gonna have to say it's probably a huge step up from the original game that came out 7 years ago now, I think. But maybe that's not saying much. There's I found out that people are diehard fans of Nier, and most people are just yeah, that game has some neat ideas, I guess, but it's way too weird and not very fun to play. And then there's some people that are it was the best game of last generation, best game ever. I'm oh, okay, buddy. But yeah, I've enjoyed Nier Automata so far. I'm big Platinum Games and character action genre fan in general, so maybe I'm biased. But moving into the last stuff I want to show off here, it was crazy. I walked into one of the exchanges that I frequent, and I just start seeing in their display cases just some really, really high-end games, and really, really, really high-end games. I'm looking there and I see pretty much every good Super Nintendo game you can think of. All the big name games, Mega Man X3, just all of those, Evo, stuff like that. And I'm just looking through the stuff. A collector came in, I guess, the day before I went in there, which I actually got this stuff today, so yesterday, as the time of recording this, and just, I guess, traded in his entire collection to the exchange, which I wouldn't have done because you're going to get way more selling at a convention or on eBay, but this was probably the cheapest way to do it. But yeah, there was some real high-end stuff, Saturn games, a bunch of good Saturn games, Panzer Dragoon Saga, Saturn Bomberman, Sega CD games like Popful Mail, good PS1 games. I was eyeing a copy of Revelations Persona and Persona 2, but I did not pick them up. And I picked up 4 games here, which it actually worked out real nicely because they were having, I had got 20% off because I had their membership card, and you get a 20% off when when it's the month of your birthday, and as well as I had $50 in gift card stuff. So I picked up these 4 games here, and I'll run through them real quick, just to add to the collection. And ended up paying $94 out of pocket after all this, so not too bad. I got Starlancer for the Dreamcast, and I did not know anything about that game, but it's another one I need to grab. I also got Sword of the Berserk Guts Rage. I had this disc only, so I can sell that one and get some money back. I got 3 Dreamcast, 1 PS1. The biggest Dreamcast I got was Skies of Arcadia, which I've been looking for a decent price on forever. I want to play this game pretty bad. It's supposed to be a pretty sweet JRPG. So that one was cool to get. And last one I just picked up because I'd never seen this game before. I guess I was kind of looking it up online. I guess it's pretty rare. Bomberman Fantasy Race, which looks pretty good. So yeah, it was just crazy. It was just every good game you could imagine. Rule of Rose for PS2 and Haunting Ground and Cubivore for GameCube. It was incredible. So it was cool to see all those games there. I could have spent $2,000, but I did not. I showed restraint. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and leave a like if you did, and I will see you next time.